So you're going to put up Christmas lights and you're looking at YouTube videos because you've never done it before. I'll give you some safety advice. I'll show you the equipment that I'm using. I'll tell you a little bit about my process, and maybe somewhere along the way you'll decide that putting up Christmas lights isn't for you. It really shouldn't be for anybody. I'm going to go over how to put up commercial grade Christmas lights, do's and don'ts, equipment that I use, safety, ladders, how to walk on a roof, how not to die, things like that. I'll go over the equipment that I use whenever I'm putting up lights. This is what it looks like whenever you have a custom light setup, okay? You've got bare wire. These are C9 sockets. These bulbs screw in. These are high quality LED commercial bulbs. I want to show you the adapters because this is what makes all the difference, okay? Now you can string these lights up however you want. You don't even have to worry about where you're going to get your power or how these connections are going to go in until you've got all your lights on your roof, okay? Let me see if I can set this camera down and I'll show you how these adapters work. Okay, once you got your lights in place, that's the best time to do this. Just using a pair of pliers. Take your end. If you look inside here, you see one end is open, one end is closed off, okay? You're just going to slide that wire that you just cut down into that pocket, and then you're going to fold it over. You got these little metal prongs in there. Okay, slides in just like that. Press it down so that there's good contact there. Then you've got these little slides, and it's got a block on one side, it's open on the other. Take the open end, slide it on there, and I press it down just like this. Now that's closed. Here's your male end. It's ready to go. This is an inline plug, and you can put it anywhere in the strand. You can put power directly to the line from the middle of the strand. So if you got an outlet that's a little closer to the middle of the line rather than an end, you can use these. Slide just goes right over the top, locks it into place. I don't need this right now, so I'm not going to use it. And then just your regular female connection. It's just like the male in that it has it's blocked off on one end, open on the other. And again, you just stick that wire down in here and fold it over. And that right there is the primary reason that you want to use commercial stuff. It's so much easier to customize. Now when you're looking at commercial grade bulbs, you're going to look for the words commercial and grade. What you're also looking for is you want bulbs that are going to be sealed. Some other equipment you might find handy. You need this. You got to have it in your life. Keep your clips in there, okay? Don't try to stuff them in your pocket or wear a hoodie. This is the way to go. It's like $5 or $10 at Home Depot. Might even be less than that. Ties onto your waist, wear it like an apron, whatever. Best clips that I found are these right here. Get them at Home Depot. They're multi-purpose. You can use them for the mini lights, the C9s, C7s, whatever. Don't try to reuse the clips. At the end of the year, if you get the clips off the roof and bag them up for your customer and you're going to store them, it might be okay to reuse them. But you're going to need new clips every year. And last year this was the first thing to fly off the shelves and was hard to get a hold of, so buy your stuff early. Buy your stuff in bulk. If you're going to be doing this commercially, get a lot of these connectors because you're going to burn up like 12 of each, minus the midlines. But the male and female adapters, you're definitely going to burn those up. Something you might not be thinking about, wasp spray. Try to get something that's got some range on it. Cougar Paws give you traction on the roof. It gives you the ability to walk around. These are just covers to protect the pads. Extra traction on the roof is priceless, especially when you're on something really steep. These pads break down, so you're going to need some extra ones. If you're doing this commercially, I suggest you get 3 or 4 replacement pads. Spend the money, trust me. It's going to make you work quicker, it'll be more efficient, a lot safer. So, and they're super comfortable. Very, very comfortable. Great product. Go get some. Alright, so we covered get yourself some wasp spray. You know now how to put those adapters on there, and you know how simple it is to do the commercial grade stuff. Make sure you're getting the right bulbs. Make sure you're buying in bulk. Make sure you get the right clips. Some of the clips that you buy at different stores just suck. Don't even waste your money. get that. That's the one you want. Another thing you're gonna need is something that can hold those ladders. If you have a trailer, you can get away with just storing them on a trailer. I went and literally bought myself a cash pickup truck for 1,500 bucks. Found this on Craigslist, the ladder rack, for, I don't know, 100 bucks. And now I've got the perfect truck for what I'm doing for this time of year, this season. So if you are gonna have just one ladder, you're gonna want something like this. I think it's got a 21-foot reach on it. And it's heavy, so it's more stable. And that flared base really helps out. So if you're gonna have one ladder, this is the one you want. So, all right, let's get on the roof. Don't get on a ladder. Don't buy home grade equipment. Don't get on a ladder. I mentioned not getting on a ladder. Don't do that, ever. Don't use last year's clips. Roofs get really damn hot, cooks the plastic, ruins the clip. When you're quoting these jobs, remember, you're putting your life on the line. It's nothing noble. You're doing it for money. You're not saving any lives here, but don't undersell yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for money to do something that's probably going to kill you. Don't try to do this by yourself. Always have a helper. Don't underbid. Don't underbid. Before you decide how many houses you're going to be able to do this season, make sure that you get up on a roof, a really steep roof, and put some lights up. See how long it takes you, okay? It's easy to stand there on the ground and say, yeah, I can do 6 of these in a day. That's not realistic. Eat a good breakfast. You're gonna need it. This is some physically demanding work. Watch out for killer ladybugs. Hi, little friend. What are you doing way up here? What are you doing? That's my luck with any kind of lady, huh? Don't eat a big lunch before you get on these roofs. You're gonna be doubled over trying to do James Bond crap. You got a belly full of enchiladas? That's no way to live, man. I'm gonna go do a little bit of work. You enjoy the view. Remember to hunt the good stuff. Bowling, flip-flops, and anything that's covered in bacon. For any of you paying attention, I'm not using commercial grade lights on this roof, because the first season I thought I'd save my customers some money and get the cheap stuff. That was bad. So I'm up here using home grade lights, and it's taking forever. Get yourself a measuring wheel, about 50 bucks if you get a good one, and you just kind of trace out the peaks. Don't try to run a straight line when you're measuring this whenever you've got a peak in front of you, because that angle matters. Rather than getting directly on the roof, you just trace out peaks as best you can, and it's a little bit of guesswork, but it'll get you in the same ballpark. And then when you get done with your linear footage measurement, just add, if it's just the front of a house, add 10 foot. If you're doing the whole house, go ahead and add 20, 25 feet, just to make sure that you're not messing up on your estimate. And you can check with other people in your area to see what they're charging. Some people are charging as little as $3.50, something like that. And then there's people that are charging as much as $7 a foot. So you don't want to be the cheapest outfit in town, but just remember, you're gonna be on a roof. Some of these roofs are monstrous. These are just some simple tips. I'm sure I didn't cover everything. There's a lot more that goes into this, but that's the basics. If you're looking to do this commercially, give it a shot. Just be careful. Another thing, I think I said it earlier, but try not to work alone. If you can have somebody out here with you, that's ideal. Not just so they can steady the ladder, but if you fall off, you're gonna need somebody to call for help, right? Or drive your broken butt to the hospital. So, and if you are silly like me and you decide to work by yourself on a Sunday, if you're on a roof and there's nobody around, make sure you've got 2 ladders set up. So if one falls over, you've got a contingency. I just knocked mine over and now I'm stuck at the top of Fort Worth. So anyway, Hope you're having a good Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Do me a favor, if you like this video, if you didn't like the video and you got something else to add to it, please add something to the comments so I know of a better way of doing these things. Still haven't found a good safety harness system. I have a safety harness, it's not the right one, doesn't really work. So I'm always open for input. Subscribe to my channel, let me know your thoughts. Always trying to make these videos better. Thanks.